Hi guys, welcome back on the channel. On today's video, we're going to have a flip through of the Batons War Outremer supplement, retinue lists for skirmishes in the Crusader States. So without any delay, let's have a look and see the book and what it contains. So the Crusader States, written by Benedict Coffin and Andy Hobday, developed by George Usling, Benedict Coffin and Andy Hobday, scenarios by Tom McCready, artwork Peter Dennis and Steve Beckett, book design and production Steve Beckett, photography Daniel Wingman, Ben McIntyre and Andy Hobday, and miniature design by Paul Hicks. Painting Daniel Wingman, Darren Lington, Ben McIntyre, and Steve Beckett, and terrain from Warhost Online. So these are the people who got involved to provide this supplement. So we go forward and we talk about it's a small passage from Andy Hobday regarding the Crusader period. Let's read the first paragraph. It's time to move away from the muddy fields of Europe and take the action into the desert. Welcome to the Crusader States, also known as OUTREMER. I hope you've packed your sunblock. That's quite fun. So this is a welcoming paragraph from Andy Hobday, and then you go to the contents and see what the contents have. So we have the introduction, and then we have a history. First Crusade, the foundation of the Crusader States, Muslim unity and the Zengids, Egypt and the rise of Saladin, the kingdom of Acre and Saladin's heirs, coexistence and conflict 1221 to 47, Mamelukes and Mongols, the fall of the Crusader States, Outremer retinue lists. So we have armies of Outremer, 31 settled Franks, crusading Franks, and military orders. And for forces of Islam, we have Seljuks, Fatimids, Zengids, Ayyubids, and Mamelukes. And so basically, you start by an introduction and one kind of historical background. Then you go to the available army lists, and then bandits and Bedouin, general abilities, character creation, dramatics, personal Outremer. So basically, we have here the army lists and the characters. And other third part of the book, you have Outremer campaign rules. So it's quite another campaign rules. And you have Peril on Pilgrim Road, the Pilgrim Road. So this is a consecutive battles part of the campaign, siege rules, new rules for Outremer and tokens. So it's divided, as we saw in the Death and Taxes, into basically three parts. The first part is the history, the second part is the army lists and characters, and the third part is rules, campaign rules. So here is the introduction. Again, the First Crusade, very nice map of the Crusader States. And then we continue the First Crusade, 1097, 1099. Foundation of Crusader States, the titles we talked about at the beginning. Again, a very nice map. You can use it as a campaign map for sure. Byzantium and Antioch, Muslim unity and the Zengids, all this. I'm not going to bore you. Very nice miniatures from Futsal. Again, an update regarding castles. All these can be used for campaigns very, very, very easily. Just put some hexes. The kingdom of Acre and Saladin's heirs. We continue coexistence and conflict. All the miniatures here, very beautiful. The fall of the Crusader States. History behind it. And now we start the second part, with Outremer retinue lists. The factions overview, warriors profile. So you have here background and named characters. Very nice sketches also. Armies of the Outremer, so settled Frank, crusading Franks, and military orders. So let's go and delay you more. So you have Frankish abilities. So these are their abilities. We've seen this in all the Batons War Rules, the main book, the core book, the Death and Taxes, and obviously they have it here in the Outremer supplement. Frankish groups also have access to the following abilities for the Batons War Rulebook. Crusader Franks, so these are all the abilities. These are for settled Franks, the ones that are settled, so basically very, very beautiful. Mounted out from the Baron, so here we're starting talking about characters, general characters, command group upgrades. I really love the miniatures. Here is Baron, his abilities, veteran, regular, regular in green, mounted outre-mer lord, to Coppolas, Pilgrim rabble, Eastern infantry, local Christian spearmen, local Christian archers, military orders with all their factions and effects. Very nice sketch and some historical background on military orders. Military order knight effects, name, and military order surgeons, squires, some um, characteristics they have for you to use on the battles. And mounted military order marshal, so the marshal, his attributes and his weapons. All these are commanders and marshals, characters that you can use. Mounted coplier, all these army lists. I don't want to bore you. Available um, from this rulebook. Military order sergeants, military order squires, and now you go to the forces of Islam, and again in the prologue for the forces of Islam, and what's a holy war, jihad, and these are Islamic abilities. Um, Fade, drilled, feigned retreat. So most they were more flexible and mobile armies. The Muslim armies, the Islamic armies, and characteristics. You're talking about the assassins. Always nice to put some historical information during the army list. And here you have the emir characters who lead the armies: Saidi, Galams, Faris, Mamelukes, horse archers, very beautiful miniatures, light cavalry, Muslim warriors, Muslim archers, a bit infantry, Armenian infantry, Nafatun. So you have all these religious volunteers, Dailame infantry, all these bandits and Bedouins, information that abilities, general abilities that will make your game will help you with your army list. So you have character creation, obviously, so you can create your own characters, your profile, how you're going to do it. This is part of all the booklets of Barons War, weapons and abilities, Muslim profiles, all these weapons that you can use. There is a way you can generate commanders in all the books. Dramatic person, so these are ready characters. Richard the Lionheart, obviously, they have all the information for Richard the Lionheart, what his attributes, ready-made characters. Balian of Vibelin, Defender of Jerusalem, so he's available. Gerard de Riedford, Grand Master of the Templars, obviously we know him. John of Brienne, King of Jerusalem and Lantern Emperor. Peter de Rochelle, Bishop of Winchester. I wasn't aware that the Bishop of Winchester went to Jerusalem. That's quite interesting to know. King Louis IV, King of France. And here the Kurdish line, Sheikh Salah ad-Din, Kokbori, Emir of Haran and Bril, Sultan of Bayars, Father of Conquest, and all these are available for you to use automatically without generating your own commanders. And then we go to the campaign. I think Peril on the Pilgrim Roads. What is this? No, this is again characters. So I think this is the campaign, the Pilgrim Roads, the challenge, the dry kindling, rise to freedom. Yeah, this is the campaign. This is the rules behind the campaign, and you start with. I like these maps. They really, I checked them before. They really look nice. So this is the Pilgrim Road with 500 points. Then you have all the special rules. I showed you this before: victory conditions, the scenario, then the challenge, the second scenario with the retinues available, all this information, the duration, the special rules. Then you go to dry kindling, 500 points. It's exactly the same what we saw in the previous videos of campaign rules, right to freedom, the assault. It's quite interesting. Well, this is a very nice castle. I think it's available from Futso. Rescuers at hand, excuse me. This, and then you have siege rules, quite nice. I really like these new rules, these new supplements, especially in Barons War. They provide all this detailed information in one book, in one supplement, that is really worth having, because it's not just army list, it's campaign rules, siege rules, it's historical background, it's miniature. It's really a complete supplement, and this is something that you can see in modern rules. The Hospital 4 explains to you how it works, how the siege works, and the siege equipment. how you have new rules for OUTREMER. This is special rules for the Crusades. Um, Holy relics that you probably can use. It's quite interesting. Sacred banner, holy relic, the true cross. The true cross here is the characteristics and what it adds to your army. And here is the exhaustion is an extra. I think it's an extra token, exhaustion from the sun that is not available in the Barons War. That's quite nice. Arms and armor. You're talking about general Islamic faction equipment, combined and allied retinues. It's quite interesting. And here are the different tokens. They depict similar actions than in the Barons War, but you have this addition of the exhaustion from sun. And I like them, they're quite nice. I like that they have different tokens, and that's the end. So, guys, another very complete, very interesting supplement. I was expecting nothing else, having the experience of the previous ones. You have, as we can see here, um, you have again the same, let's say, three or four divisions. You have the history behind it. You have the army list. You have the characters. You have the characters generator, and you have a very nice campaign. You have siege rules. You have new rules and new tokens for this specific period. Again, another complete supplement with a lot of information. Really, really. Although I don't have Crusader armies and I don't have Muslim armies. It's very tempting because it was a great period and very interesting period of history. So, very. I hope you enjoyed the flip through again, and a very complete book that is provided. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. Probably you enjoyed this review, and it gave you, some information regarding if you're interested in buying or this supplement. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer. And bye bye. Take care.